Have you ever thought to yourself, where do I even begin when it comes to buying my first home, and what are some easy steps I can take to get myself there quicker? Today, I'm going to cover 4 easy steps to get you on the right path to home ownership, whether it's 2 years down the road, 4 years down the road, or 10 years down the road. I hope you guys are enjoying my content, and if you find any value, please take a moment and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so more people just like you can see this video and learn these easy tips when it comes to purchasing your first property. Now, buying a home is not something that you can just do one day unless you're very fortunate and you have the financial backing to do so. Most people, they have to have a well thought out plan, and they have to create a structure in which they're able to save the right amount of money to purchase their first property. And today, these 4 steps are going to do just that for you. Step number 1, and I would start here, is hop on your local realtor.ca or hop on our website, teamcarpino.com, and take a look at what that dream home for your first property is going to cost you. It might just be a condo. However, the prices of condos are still not that cheap in today's market. So take a look at what this dream property is, condo, townhouse, detached property, whatever it may be, and get that purchase price before you start anything else. For this exercise, we're going to call it $600,000 is what you've selected your dream property is going to cost. We're going to circle back to the $600,000 shortly, but let me hit you with the next steps to follow this one. Step number 2 is to figure out how much of a down payment you need to purchase this home. If it's a $600,000 property, you can buy with a minimum of 5% down. This is only for the first $500,000, however. So $500,000, 5% is $25,000. That remaining $100,000, we have to put down a minimum of 10%. So we've got an additional $10,000 there. So $35,000 is the minimum down payment you can buy a $600,000 house with. Now that we know the minimum down payment of $35,000, we're going to go to the ever important step number 3, which is time frame. How long do you want to wait before you purchase your first house? Maybe you're 26 years old and you want to buy your first property when you're, let's say, 30 years old. Or maybe you're 20 and you want to buy it when you're 24 or 25. Think about what this time frame is and what it looks like, and like everything else, make it a realistic time frame. If you say you want to buy a house in 2 months, unless you got a lot of money saved up, it's just not going to happen, and it's going to set you up for disappointment. Now that we've selected a timeline, let's call it 4 years, so 48 months. Let's head on to step number 4. Step number 4 is a fun one for some and not for others. This step is going to be diving into what you make, what your bank statements look like, with your ins and outs of any money that comes in and goes out. So if you've got your job, you've got your subscription services, you may have a side hustle where you're getting a second income coming in. Look at all of that. Take a look at what you're able to save monthly. If it's $500, that's great. If it's $1,000, that's amazing. If it's more than that, you're going to be expediting this process, or at least I would suggest to expedite the process. So take a look at these numbers, figure out what exactly you're able to save monthly, and then we can move on to that final step. Now, that final step is just doing this calculation to figure out how much you need each month to be able to save to hit your ultimate goal. Now, we know you need $35,000 as a minimum down payment on a $600,000 house. However, do not buy your first house if you just have the minimum down payment. Have some additional money ready to use if you have a repair that's needed, if you've got no extra money for closing costs, or if you just want to buy some furniture for the house. So we're going to say you need $45,000, an additional $10,000 to feel safe and confident to move forward with that transaction. Now, $45,000, we've selected 48 months or 4 years is going to be our time frame that we want to get this done. Divide the $45,000 by that 48 months, and that's going to give you $937.50. Now, does this number line up with what you're saving? Are you saving $1,000 a month? Fantastic. Are you saving $500 a month? Then we've got some thinking to do. Are we going to rejig everything that we've just come up with, or are we able to save more money than we think we are? We need to take a look at the whole process here, see what makes the most sense. Can we make more money? Possibly. Can we save more money? Also a possibility. If we cannot do these things, we need to change our timeline and be realistic, or we need to change the type of house that we're buying first so we're able to get into the housing market. Ultimately, it comes down to numbers. You need to have the right amount of money to be able to purchase your first house, or any house for that matter. So make sure you do these steps on your way to figuring out what you need, how much you need to make monthly, and how much you need to save monthly. I hope this video was helpful for you. Each and every Monday, I'm releasing a new video, sometimes helping the first-time buyers like yourself, and other times helping parents just trying to navigate the landscape of moving when you've got young kids. Thank you once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next Monday. Have a good day.